This is a little video I'm going to call something along the lines of holding myself accountable with the Four Generosities. And I'll get to them in a little bit, what they actually are in Tibetan Buddhism and their importance for the benefit of all sentient beings. So, I've been wanting to jump right in with tyrannical compassion, as I'm calling it, the 2-word brand courtesy of Christo, and make these videos for the benefit of all beings, because bodhicitta means for the sake of others, wishing to attain complete perfect enlightenment, as Conqueror Maitreya once said. But naturally, I keep getting stuck at the perfectionism stage, which has been the case my whole life. I have put the pro in procrastination for far too long, and a little bit like Kris Kringle in Miracle on 34th Street.
Well, this is the imagination. It's a wonderful place.
He told her to go to the imagination. I've just been hanging out in the procrastination. So I really do just want to, with tyrannical compassion, talk and teach the Dharma, especially Tibetan Buddhism, as that's what I've grown up in my whole life. But of course, being a Gen Z or a millennial, or maybe I'm just a cusper, a zillennial if you will, I do want to do it with a pop culture spin, of course. That's how I relate to the world. That's how we relate to the world. If you're seeing this, if you are, awesome. Thank you so much for clicking. But I want to do it in a way that's accessible and approachable for the rest of us, because, well, I've grown up as a Tibetan Buddhist practitioner. I was born into a Buddhist family. So my whole life, I've been surrounded by these wonderful teachings from Shakyamuni Buddha from 2,600 years ago, and they're still so necessary and vital, and they are accessible. But sometimes we've been new. Sometimes they are delivered a bit more in a dry way. And that resonates with certain folks, which is awesome. I usually do mine at double speed. So if you're used to that, then stick around. I will slow down for these and you can just put the speed yourself on double later. Anyhow, it has been so long. I've been literally wanting to do this for years now. And you know the thing where they say, if you started 6 months ago, that whole thing. I feel like I say that every 6 months and it's been 2.5 years. So how's my maths doing? That's five of those sets. I really want these to be more informal as well. Just a chit chat, get ready with me, put it on as a podcast, or what's the term we use these days? Passive consumption. If you want to be folding your washing, folding your laundry, doing the dishes, that's cool too. Like a few of the videos will be really beneficial to just sit down and settle the mind, because mindfulness is a key of this practice. But I do want it to be pop cultural analyses as well. I started on TikTok and then realized I still need to figure out that platform. But I do just like the off-the-cuff nature of the thing and the authentic nature as well. It's not so heavily edited. I really want this to be like that, because I know as soon as I put an obstacle about editing in front of it, that'll be another reason for me not to start. And that's not benefiting anyone. I literally have a whole list of so many ideas that I've been wanting to do. They're written on my shower. They're written on my shower in the morning, or I just get the whiteboard marker out and I'm like, oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be marvelous. And then, as my parents have been saying, just do it, Tara, just do it. Goodness gracious, stop talking about it. This difference between motivation, action, discipline, that whole kit and caboodle. This is the action. And my namesake, Tara, a green Tara, white Tara, all the different Taras, she's about action. She's the swift one. She's not the Taylor Swift one. I could never step on her lawn. But she is. She's about action and doing and getting things done. And the essence of this, it's just about bodhicitta, for the sake of others. The mind of enlightenment, the Buddha's mind, wishes for the happiness of all sentient beings and their freedom from suffering. So if I can make these teachings accessible, oh my God, how marvelous would that be? Every single thing can be linked back to the Dharma. These teachings are timeless. As I said, it's been 2,600 years and still the Buddhist teachings are timeless. Also, Shakyamuni had manifested because back then, over 2,600 years ago, it was a degenerate age. So that's why he came back down to earth and spoke of loving kindness and meditation and other themes that are so ever present. And that was 2,600 years ago, and it was seen as a degenerate age. But girl, we know the age we're living in presently. So if I can help to alleviate that, help to balance out the samsaric nature of it all with some humor, some joy, not get stuck on the first noble truth, first of the Four Noble Truths. Yes, samsara is suffering. That is true suffering. True cause of suffering, true cessation of suffering, and true path to that cessation. And we'll go over all the basics of the lam.rim, the path to enlightenment. All the fundamentals will be included as well. I have a whole list of things I want to cover. We need all the help we can get. So I do want to also delve into the deeper topics, like our obsession with beauty, the pursuit of thinness, likewise the substance. Everyone's talking about the substance. But this notion of ageism and the changing body, impermanence is small scope. To do some discussions on death and impermanence. And the object of negation. Where is the self that we cling to? And when I say we, I am speaking about me. Because goodness gracious, like in my own lived experience, it's been tough, of course, and it's like that for everyone. And it goes a lot, it's bigger than me, of course. And that's kind of the key of this video, is it's not about me. Whatever lack of confidence I might feel, it doesn't matter, because I want to be a benefit to others. Regarding the deep and meaningfuls, taking care of our fellow sentient beings, all that's going on in the world that I probably can't speak too much about on YouTube, but I will speak to them. But like, I've started with the heavy stuff, but more so I do just want to talk about our favourite things. So all the TV shows that we're presently watching, like Severance, anyone, of course, there are so many Buddhist themes in that I want to discuss. And our childhood favourites, like Round the Twist, Ratatouille, all the nostalgic themes, Bear in the Big Blue House I've been thinking about very often. Even our Aussie throwbacks like Summer Heights High. There are some Buddhist themes in Summer Heights High as well. So stick around. I'll explain later. I'm going to recommend books and practices, all manner of Dharma things based on your favourite songs or movies or MBTI type, because as a cusper millennial, we were obsessed. I say were. I am obsessed still with personality quizzes. There's something so satisfying about it. So even your Hogwarts house, I won't speak of Joe, but books based on your Hogwarts house, practices based on that, okay, stick around, we'll find something. The lam.rim, which needs its own video as well, means the path to enlightenment. It's got small scope and then medium scope and great scope. And in that final scope, final capacity, is where you think of all sentient beings and liberating them from their suffering, leading them to true happiness. So yeah, I want to bring it back to the basics, like Lizzie Grant, old school, I still love that song, and discuss what is karma, what is bodhicitta, what is not karma. As much as I love Taylor, we have the same initials, oh my gosh, as much as I love her, karma is not a cat purring in one's lap, among other things. It's merely the law of cause and effect. But getting to the point, what in the world are the Four Generosities? Why did I title this The Four Generosities? They are the generosity of material things, your worldly possessions and goods and things, giving things, generosity. The generosity of great love, and in the four immeasurables, great love, great compassion, great joy and equanimity, 3, 4. Great love is wishing for all sentient beings to have happiness and all causes of happiness. So that's 1, 2, down. I sound like count von count. So actually teaching these things and helping to spread the word and helping other people find happiness and freedom from suffering with these teachings. And the final one that I absolutely adore is the generosity of fearlessness. So this one is hitting a little close to home, of course. Whatever timidity I might feel about posting these and whatever excuses I might be making, it doesn't really mean anything because it's not about me, it's about other sentient beings. So to be able to be of benefit to them, to help them alleviate their suffering, to find some happiness, some joy, some bliss, then that's what that's about. Being fearless for the benefit of all sentient beings. It can be rescuing living beings as well. So putting your bodhicitta in action. So if you love pop cultural analysis into the Dharma themes of Sabrina's discography or tier ranking iconic pop culture moments in Buddhist history, sneak peek would be Shantideva levitating on his throne after giving this amazing exposition and teaching about the book he straight up wrote for himself. And then he's like, peace suckers, and just levitates up on his throne. Amazing, love that for him. He's my crush. That's a whole other story. Or even just pop culture-ifying the Dharma in the same way that I wish to Dharmify the pop culture. Plus some meditations, absolutely. We'll do themed meditations, rainbow body for pride, because we can always do with a little bit more rainbow body, and some loving kindness for Valentine's Day and every day. Mother's Day, meditation on our mother sentient beings. What else have we got? World Kindness Day, thinking of other sentient beings and other realms, all the animals on this earth that we share the planet with. But yeah, if you want to delve into Dharma concepts with me, then please stick around. It'll be fun and a bit wacky, and I'll make it up as I go along, because that's always what I've sort of done. And yes, I'm filming this on my phone, and it's haphazardly situated in the middle of my screen. And I don't yet have a mic, but I will get the equipment. Might even hold a little lapel mic like this, even though I should have it on my lapel. All G. Little truck go by, please. Zoom, zoom. So yeah, as I said, I've been wanting to do this for years now, and I know that as soon as I put it up, even if no one sees it, which is probably going to be the case algorithmically, that is not an excuse. And it shall alleviate the excuses on my end. There'll be this little video that's off the cuff, and in years from now I'll look back and say, things I would have told my younger self, just get started. It's always the case, everyone says it, and I just really want this to be fun. Not a chore, but of genuine benefit as well, for all sentient beings, without exception. And we can certainly do some meditations on that with a little quadrant where you put mother beings, your mother's side to your left-hand side, your father's side to your right, your friends behind you, because your friends have got your back. And then I always put, well, it's a little bit cheeky, a little bit naughty, but your enemies go in front, or the people you don't get along with all that much. I've always said it's because don't put them behind your back because they'll stab you in the back, but that's a bit, I've been told not to say. So you put your friends behind you because they got your back, and your difficult folks in front, and you meditate on them and generate equanimity for for the benefit of all. And yeah, maybe like that scene in Back to the Future where Marty McFly says, you people don't get it, but your kids are going to love it. Or your grandkids even.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are going to love it.
Maybe this will be like that. Even if no one sees it, that's all good. Because it's there to benefit all our Dharma practices. So maybe years from now it'll be like a little time capsule. But step one is literally just getting started. So I'm going to post this and I'm going to try not to edit the living daylights out of it. Please, Tara, please don't do that. Just post it and start. Alrighty. Thank you for coming to my Tara talk. Hopefully this has been recording and I'll see you around. See you in the next one. Yeah, or you'll see me, but all good. Toodles, as Sharpay would say.
Toodles!